Hi guys, it's Erica, and today I'm finally going to be reviewing Adventures of Huckleberry Finn by Mark Twain. I absolutely love this book. I think that it is essential to American classical literature, and today I'm going to tell you why I feel that way. So first off, I understand that this book is like the #1 banned book in America for its use of racial slurs. If that offends you, then I say don't read it. Don't ever feel less than you need to feel. But I also feel like you're going to be missing out on something truly great because Mark Twain was so blatantly fighting against racism. He even wrote a letter that he said, the only way I knew how to fight racism is to use the language to shock the people that aren't racist. To say like, oh yeah, like how dare he do that? And it makes you question yourself and your beliefs and what you are feeling towards racism. Because it's not something that we're born with, it's something that we learn. I kind of give him props for using the arsenal that he knew at his time would fight racism. I respect Mark Twain for that a lot. So to give you a really basic summary, Huck Finn essentially takes to the river with his friend Jim, but Jim is black and he's also an escaped slave. So they're on this mission to help Jim become a free slave in the free states and get him across the state lines. Huck, on the flip side, is also trying to kind of escape institutions as well. He's escaping the institution of religion, of conforming to society and what they want him to be. And so it's this great adventure where they both are like learning all of these beautiful moral lessons. Speaking of moral lessons, that is my absolute favorite theme in this story. Huck's journey is very cyclical in the fact that he excels and he's this moral hero to you, and then he kind of plummets back down, and then he excels a little bit higher, and then he kind of plummets back down, and so you celebrate with him and you want him to be your hero and you're loving him. But in the last 10 chapters, Huck's narrative disappears because Tom Sawyer shows up in the story and he just makes the story complete hell and just completely slapstick insane. This was so interesting because critics are like, why would Mark Twain do this? He ruined his story. He had this beautiful hero that was overcoming all of his obstacles in life, and then he disappears from his narrative and you're left with this story that's kind of out there. It regresses almost. I actually love this because Mark Twain has shown you his whole story, this moral path. Finally, he turns the narrative over to you as a reader, and he says, you get to decide now. If you are Huckleberry Finn, what are you gonna do? Or what are you gonna do in these situations when you're faced with racism, when you're faced with a question of your religion or your belief system or how you're going to treat other people? I loved that. An author that disappears from his story to let the reader decide and make the moral decision, the moral conscious decision to be a better person. Sadly, Mark Twain was also a realist and a pessimist, as well as this humoristic author. He realized that Jim and Huck, really, if you think about their relationship growing up, if Huck stays in society, him and Jim are not going to be friends. This beautiful friendship that they have established the whole novel, it's not going to last because that's what would happen. I would say up until the 60s, 70s, in America, we would have these beautiful child-adult relationships between African American and Caucasian children, and then Caucasian children would learn their entitlement and that relationship would be severed. So realistically, Mark Twain said Huckleberry Finn has to go out west and leave society. It's very sad. He realizes that he has to head out west because society is so disgusting to him that he can't deal with it anymore. Like I said, I love this novel. I don't think that it should be missed, so I think that you guys should give it a try and see what moral decisions that you would make throughout the novel. It's kind of like a choose-your-own-adventure novel at the end there, and I appreciate that. I just think Mark Twain was brilliant. He definitely speaks to your soul on many occasions, but he does it in such a way that you're going to have a good time too. So, go and pick it up and let me know what you think of it. I'll talk to you all really soon. Bye!